Understanding what motivates a person to strive towards certain goals and results is the subject of motivation. Motivation plays a key role in the process of learning and thus education. We all have a natural desire to learn and are naturally curious, yet some people lose these traits as they age. Motivation theories hypothesize why this happens. Our unique preferences for learning are influenced by a variety of elements, and education is a crucial setting that can determine our consequent attitudes towards learning and development. This video will take a look at 3 theories of motivation, which is Wiener's attribution theory, social cognitive theory, and Vroom's expectancy theory.
Motivation. Motivation is a drive that forces all human beings to work in a certain way. It is the energy that pushes us to work hard to achieve a set goal. Attribution theory by psychologist Bernard Wiener state that the reason behind an individual behavior or event is referred to as attribution in psychology. Attribution theory of motivation deals with a person's perspective on the reason behind events. Although this attribution may not be truly objective, it is true to the person who made it. According to psychologist Bernard Wiener, individual attribution style influences their level of motivation, depending on how confident they are in their ability to succeed. People are motivated to complete tasks. There are 3 characteristics of attribution theories. A. Low cost. B. Stability. 3. Controllability, which serve as the foundation for attributional consequences. Each factor has a distinct relationship with certain psychological and behavioral consequences. Psychologist Bernard Wiener attribution theory 1980-1992 is one of the most contemporary theory with implication for academic motivation. It incorporates behavior modification in the sense that emphasizes the idea that learners are strongly motivated by the present outcome of being able to feel good about his or herself.
Don't we all have that one dance move that we tried over and over until we master the steps? Truth, I doubt anyone went and read the steps from a book, but what we did was to watch someone do it, and then when we think we master the steps, we would join in. The social cognitive theory explains this. Social cognitive theory is a theoretical perspective in which learning by observing others is the focus of the study. Social cognitive theory emphasizes the learning that occurs within a social context. One assumption of social cognitive theory is that we learn new behaviors by observing the behavior of others and the consequences of their behavior. Here is a small clip that will give you a more in-depth explanation of what social cognitive theory is.
Miss Pai is a grade 3 teacher. She wants to teach her students how to appropriately have a conversation. Most of her students cannot understand the concept of how to do it.
I would really like some help on how I should teach my students to have a proper conversation.
Why don't you use the social cognitive theory?
What's that?
The social cognitive theory states that we learn behaviors through observation, modeling, and motivation.
Pardon me?
Often children do not understand that a conversation is like a two-way street. They need to learn that you must be patient and listen to others every now and then. As the teacher, you can show your students this by telling them that there is no talking aloud when the teacher is talking, or that you must raise your hand when you have a question. Instruction should be organized and presented in a manner that is understandable and meaningful to the learner. Students can learn from their teachers and peers that symbols mean certain things. For example, thumbs up can mean good job, and holding 2 fingers in the air can mean quiet. Now let's see if we can use the main principles of the social cognitive theory to help solve Miss Pai's problem. First, Miss Pai will need to understand what skills her students will need in order to have a proper conversation. After thinking, Miss Pai understood that her students should listen, make eye contact, and ask more questions. Through classroom interactions with the teacher and other peers, your students will learn all these steps first, prior to build better knowledge on how to have a conversation. After implementing these principles of the social cognitive theory, Miss Pai's students are doing a much better job of staying on topic, making appropriate comments during the conversation, and understanding how to initiate, maintain, and end a conversation.
Wow, using the social cognitive theory really helped me to teach my students how to have a proper conversation.
In 1964, Yale School of Management professor Victor Vroom hypothesized the expectancy theory. The expectancy theory of motivation holds that a person makes decisions about their conduct based on what they anticipate will result in the best outcome. Unlike Maslow and Herzberg, Vroom emphasizes and focuses on results rather than needs. Expectancy theory uses 3 factors to explain and to create a correlation between drive, effort, and performance. These factors include expectancy, instrumentality, and valence. Expectancy. We have all heard that the price of success is hard work. Expectancy is the conviction that improved effort will lead to better results. Expectancy is heavily influenced by confidence and the student's perceived notion of the task's difficulty. This perception is characterized mainly by certain elements such as the necessary skills to do the task, proper resources available, access to important information, and receiving the necessary assistance to complete the task. When a student works hard and studies to pass an English exam, they anticipate a specific outcome. In this case, being a pass mark of 80% or higher, they will be driven to put forth more effort and be happy with their desired outcome once it has been achieved. How much they believe the reward will actually appear should they achieve their desired outcomes or behavior is known as instrumentality. Your student may put in the effort and get the desired outcome, but they won't be motivated if they don't think that the outcome is important for receiving the reward. How much they value the potential rewards associated with the specific results or behaviors. Valence is the degree, if any, to which the outcome is appreciated. Students will be happier with their work if they value a certain incentive highly, such as a grade 6 PEP student being placed in their first choice of school. Whether it's an award, distinction, or a trophy, or even at times just a simple acknowledgement, a reward need not be a huge gesture in order to be appreciated by the recipient.